welcome to Bring the Pain Sports right here on the network that brings you the livest sports TV show in the world. On here to my left, we have April Mendiola, Mitchell Brock, and over here to my right, we have Andre Martel and Mr. Richard Walker, aka the Great Sports Morpheus. So today we have an interesting show for you because we are talking about an issue that has not been talked about in a mass, but how should I say this? A mass roundtable discussion, because on the line with us we have Daniel Garza out of Laguna Beach, California, and he is the host of Life in the Gray, and he is openly gay, and he is a member of the LGBT community. Daniel, how are you doing today?
I'm good, sir. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing wonderful. Now, the one thing that we have a question about, and one of the things that is more prominent and that we're seeing a lot more of these days, is the openness of gay athletes, especially as of Michael Sam coming out as the first openly gay player in the NFL. And no one has had, I guess, per se, a mass roundtable discussion about it, and so I appreciate you for being here with us today for that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, no problem, man. We're glad to have you. Now, first thing I want to do is I want to get your opinion about it. What is your opinion of Michael Sam being the first openly gay athlete in the NFL? Do you think that it was more of a publicity scheme, or is it just to make sure that he made an NFL team, or what's your perspective and take on it?
Okay, so first of all, I think there's a fine balance with everything. I do believe that on the one hand, I do believe it gave him an edge. I think I'm not completely knowledgeable in sports, so I won't throw that in there. But I do think that it helped him move up and get more notice on that side. I think that based on PR side, if I read the news correctly, he was already out at the college level. People in college knew he was gay, they knew he was out. So I think when you go from the college level to a more professional level, it's just like politics. You have to tear down some walls so that things don't come as a surprise, and then it could have very easily turned negative for him. So I think his PR department said, hey, why don't we just put this out front, and that way nobody can come and attack you. There's nothing that can be said negatively about you. I think the negative side about that was that now that he's made it with the Dallas Cowboys, he will forever have that label. No matter how hard he'll try, he will forever be the gay football player, Michael Sam, which kind of irritates me a little bit because we don't say the vegetarian player so-and-so or the diabetic player so-and-so. But for some reason, the gay title always wants to stick. So I think he better bring a really good game. Otherwise, this is going to follow him for as long as his career is going to go, if that makes sense.
Okay, well, and this is one of the things that we've have discussed off and camera, and we've always said that, okay, you know what, and as former athletes ourselves, we have always said, you know what, we can care less what your sexuality is. What you do outside of the locker room on your own time, that's your business. We do not care. Can you run? Can you tackle? Can you block? And can you punt? That is all we care about. And now what has this become? It has become a big old circus, you know, that has surrounded him and the NFL, because now, of course, Oprah wanted to do a TV special with him. A reality TV show wanted to follow him. And, of course, Jeff Fisher, declined all the cameras being around practice him, and he is making the headlines. And now, for the commentators in traditional media, they have to be so politically correct about when they talk about Michael Sam. They have to be like, oh, wow, he's making an impact on the game. No, be honest and tell the truth. He sucks. He can't run. He has tight hips. He's short, and he's not strong. So, no pun intended, but he just sucks as an athlete if you just want to be honest and tell the truth. And now, you know, he's with the Cowboys as of now. So all you Cowboys fans, you can go on and be happy that you have Michael Sam as a new linebacker. What you mean be happy?
Okay,
Let's go.
This is my take. I'm gonna say the same thing I said about Michael Sam when he was at the combine. Michael Sam is what I call a prostitute. Michael Sam he is an opportunist. because he knew damn well that based upon his combine measurables and his game film and the things that he's capable of doing on the field wasn't good enough to get him drafted in the early rounds.
Exactly.
His plan was, right now it's a polarizing topic. If I come out as the first openly gay athlete, even if I'm not good enough to make the cut, I'm going to have myself a successful nest egg as a post-career to rely on, a la Jason Collins, who, in my opinion, is the worst NBA player of the past 30 years.
Wow.
And yet he still winds up sitting on Oprah's couch. He's on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He had the number one selling jersey, and he outsold LeBron James and Kevin Durant, who's the MVP, because he came out as the first openly gay player in the NBA. He saw this as an opportunity to cash in on that fat nest egg because he knew he can't get the job done on the field based upon his skill sets. I mean, matter of fact, did he finish the 40-yard dash from the combine? Yes.
I think he's still at the 30 right now.
I mean, the dude ran a 4.9 40-yard dash, which is
slower than any.
It's slower than Surrey going uphill for a defensive end. You bench press 225 pounds 17 times, which is pretty much like a chicken McNugget on steroids.
Yeah.
In comparison to his peers as defensive ends, that's just not good enough. And then he turns around. This is the problem I have with him. He's hypocritical because he turns around and says, "Well, I don't want to be judged on the fact that I'm gay.
Exactly.
I want to be judged on the fact of what I do on the field." Well, then shut up and play.
Yeah. Why did you say anything?
Why did you say anything?
All right, wait. So Daniel, give us your take on this, and you've heard all of our spills about it. We can care less if he's gay or not. So what is your take on it and about the whole press issue and how everyone has to be politically correct? Because as we know, if you don't say anything, if you say anything that is, let's say, degrading towards the LGBT community, it's like saying, oh, wow, you can't say that, and, they'll pull you off the camera, they'll pull you off the microphone, and you're banned for a while. But with, someone that is lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender, if they make a straight joke, it's like, okay, well, fine, you can talk about the straight people all you want. So give us your feedback on that, because, I'm really curious about this, because this is something that I've always had a problem. It's like, okay, they can make straight jokes, but we can't make gay jokes. And it's not anything that, okay, well, we really mean it, because I can care less what a person's sexuality is.
Absolutely.
I can really care less. But give us your take on that.
Oh, so you mean I can't start off with how many straight men does it take to throw a party? That's how I get that. Anyway. We'll skip the bad jokes. Well, first of all, I'm 43 and I've been gay all my life, and I think political correctness sucks. I think politically correctness gets us in trouble more than help us out, and I mean the gay community. I'm by all means not the whiny type. It's you're gay, get over it, move on. First of all, I think gay people in sports, and there's been gay people in sports all along. All you have to do is look at figure skating. We've been there. We've been portrayed at the Olympics. We're part of the sport. Gay people have always been there. Based on the stories that I've heard from some of my friends who are football players and basketball players, there's always been somebody who's gay who plays. Nobody's ever had an issue. I do think, and I agree with you guys, I think that, and you guys mentioned the basketball player that came out, was it last year?
Yep.
And now Michael Sam this year. Again, I put that out there. I am stereotypical queen. I don't know a lot about sports, so I'll say that firsthand. But I do think that, based on the information that I got and what I read this morning, their stats are not that great. So there was a little cushioning. Hey, if I come out now and I put myself out there as a trailblazer, I can almost guarantee another career. But I do think that as far as political correctness, I don't think it always helps the gay community. I think it's one of those, we shoot ourselves in our foot for trying to be too correct, because we become whiny and we become needy. And then when we try to fit in with the rest of the dudes, all they can do is look and you go, wow, you're such a queen. Shut up.
All right, so look here. So we've never seen such a circus behind someone who was a 7th-round draft pick. I mean, because if you don't know, the 7th-round draft pick of the NFL draft is the very last draft round of the NFL draft. And he was almost Mr. Irrelevant.
Which is the back end of
Which is the back end of the draft. He barely made the cusp of not being Mr. Relevant. He almost missed that trip to Disney World. Anyway, so...
Which is the gayest place on earth, by the way. Just to put that out there.
All right, so he barely missed that. But there's not been so much publicity. And the only reason why he has that much publicity because we have to think about it. Jadeveon Clowney, the very first #1 overall pick by the Houston Texans, he has not had any endorsements, no type of TV time, no major. Johnny Manziel, he's the 22nd overall pick in the first round. He had a Snickers deal. You know, he's partying in Vegas, all types of media stuff. He's the Instagram kind of king. Yeah, the other prostitute, as you would like to say. And then there's Michael Sam. He had a Visa endorsement. Judge me on not what I am, but judge me based on the fact that I play football and all this other kind of stuff.
But I'm gay.
Yeah, but I'm gay. Yeah,
don't
there it is.
Of course.
So
But wasn't the big deal made? I mean, we knew he was gay. I mean, he was already in the magazines. People knew he was gay. I don't think anybody had a stink about it until the kiss. When they showed the kiss on TV, that's when everybody caused an uproar. That was the thing. And here's where I will defend the gay people. I don't think anybody has a problem with us being gay. They don't have a problem with us being gay in sports. Just don't show us you're gay. We don't want to see your gayness.
Thank you.
See?
And you get it. Even you get it.
Yeah, even gets it. So now, the other question. If, let's per se, he gets cut by the Rams.
Oh, he already did.
Well, he already got cut by the Rams, all right? Let's say he gets cut and he just stinks it up and he just, hey, look, you know what? You suck ass. You can't play. Get the hell out of here. We've just figured out you're just not a really good football player. You know, just move it along. Keep it moving. So what type of news do you – because you know they're going to say, well, they probably cut him. Is it because he's gay? Or is it because he sucks ass and playing football? I mean, I'm just being honest with you. He can't play.
It's been plenty of gay athletes that play sports.
And as Richard likes to say,
he's not the first gay athlete to play sports.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like they for some reason like people act like it's not gay. It's not gays that's in sports. It's been like that for years.
Forever.
I'm just wondering if it would really make a difference if it was a woman instead of a man.
Well, I don't
in
think.
any sport.
Well, I don't think so.
Half of the
What's the big deal?
Because football is a
So
manly. Exactly.
it's just
I'm not saying it's right, but that's just what it is.
Categorizing, it's just putting something in its place, and it doesn't fit in that box.
I'm getting a dirty look from the box.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, from my perspective, from my end, I mean, football is, I mean, when you have a bunch of men chasing the ball in tight pants, that is the manliest sport out there, so.
I'm so glad you brought up the tight pants and I didn't.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's why I watch. But you have had, I mean, you had Billie Jean.
Hey, did you hear Rich? Rich said that he's going to go back and delete all of his old football pictures now.
They're saved. They're screen saved already. So but that's, you guys just said that. There has always, ever since I remember, there's always been somebody gay in sports. We had Billie Jean. We had Martina.
Yep.
We had divers. We've had tennis players. There's always been somebody. This was just, what did people expect? That there was never going to be a gay football player? If it's so... And you guys already know that we're in there. I don't know. I just think sometimes the media picks it up, drags it around, and then middle America gets caught up in it. Like, oh yeah, how dare you, the good old American sport. It's like, but queers have been around everywhere forever. One out of 10 men is gay. So you might want to count how many people are in the room right now. And so we've been there. I just don't see the big commotion. let the guy prove himself on the field. If he sucks and not off the field, if he sucks on the field, then kick him out. And you kick him out not because he's gay, but because he sucks. And just move on with that.
On the other hand, though, Daniel, some of this stuff is self-inflicted because, and in fact, I posted this on my Facebook today, because literally Michael Sam just got an opportunity after all the teams. He got cut by the Rams. He cleared waivers, which means all the 32 teams passed on the opportunity to sign him. The Cowboys came back afterwards and brought him in on the practice squad. So you're in practice squad as far as I'm concerned. You're in a job interview. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're sitting in the lobby waiting to talk to the boss for all intents and purposes.
Right.
The first thing that Michael Sam does is he does a damn interview with Robin Roberts, talking about being the first openly gay guy in the NFL. Again, now we've already had this discussion. You know how difficult it is to get into the NFL. Statistically, there are 70,000 college players. 1/10 of 1% of those guys is going to dress and play one game. And you got time to talk to Robin Roberts?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That part I will say is like, dude, shut up. Wait until you get on the team. Wait till you play. And once you really make the mark, once you really made the gay community proud and said, oh man, not only are you openly gay, but you're proud of it, and you can throw that ball and you can play whatever he does on the field, and you really show the straight dudes how it's done. Now sit down with Robin Roberts, of course, another gay person,
yes.
and now you can sit down and go, I have proven myself. For all you haters, shut up. But you know, I say this, we're queens, and we're ham for attention, and we love it. So as soon as somebody says, well, you want to talk? I mean, here I am on the phone. So somebody says, yeah, I know nothing about sports, but you say, can you talk? Oh, I'm there. I'll do it.
All right. So, Daniel, this is the one thing, and there's also been reports now that since he's with the Cowboys that, okay, he's on the practice squad with the Cowboys. But now some of the players have, quote-unquote, gotten very devout and Christian-like. And they say, you know what, we're going to protest by not going to practice and not going to the games and stuff like that because, you know, we don't want to be in the same locker room with a gay athlete, openly gay football player athlete. So all of a sudden, everyone has gotten real religious.
See, this is
with
why.
this. And this is like, and you know what, I'm just going to be real honest. This is the perfect setup for Jerry Jones for him to have all the press on the Cowboys and everyone just
that was the whole point.
That was the whole point. But look at this. But look, hush. Now, but now that all this stuff is going on and all this press, it's like, you know what? What's going to happen now? Because you have players that are going to protest by not going to practice because they're quote-unquote about Christian. They're going to miss their check, obviously.
They didn't protest when Orlando Scandrick was popping mollies. They didn't protest when that fat-ass Josh Brent got drunk and killed Jerry Brown.
Right.
They didn't protest then.
Right.
And oh, by the way, he's another guy that sucks that shouldn't be on the team. Right. But they didn't protest him.
Let me piggyback on something that you said, Daniel, and that was that they've been there forever. Now, Rich and I played minor league football. I played a long time. I played 20 years. So I've played with a lot of guys who played in the NFL. When Sam came out, I was talking to one of those guys. Obviously, I'm not going to put his name out there. And he said, bro, there have been gay players in NFL locker rooms forever. Mm-hmm. And he said, not just guys like Michael Sam who are pretty much irrelevant. And I quote, he said, some of the ones are guys who you might have had your poster on their wall or his poster on your wall. He said some of the big name players, household names in football have been gay. And one more thing he said, all of them weren't single. Some of them had wives, children, and they were openly gay, and everybody knew it, and they played both sides. So, and that's the part that got me. I'm thinking like, man, you talking about guys who everybody know, guys who we were probably worshiping on the field were gay.
Yep.
But guess what?
It makes you receive that smack in the ass now, doesn't it?
Say it again.
All I heard was smacking ass.
It makes you receive that smack in the ass, doesn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it doesn't even matter. I mean, I'm a Lions fan. If I found out today that Calvin Johnson was gay, this man catch 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns every season. Do you think I care if he's gay?
Nope.
Not one iota.
Nope.
But it just makes you think like, wow, it's been there forever. ESPN, I'm sorry, 30 for 30 on, what was it, Jackie Smith, the tight end from the Washington Redskins.
Right.
They interviewed some of his ex-teammates, and they all said, oh, we all knew, but we didn't care because Jackie Smith was catching touchdowns. We didn't care. And that's I guess I echo that sentiment from all football players. Would you care if Ben Roethlisberger was gay?
No.
He's slinging that ball.
He's throwing the ball,
throwing that
and people
ball.
are catching touchdowns. That's all that matters.
Bottom line.
Are we going to the playoffs? That's all that matters.
Yep.
Exactly.
But doesn't it make you, and this, on a serious side, doesn't it make you rethink, are you a fan of the sport or are you just there for the controversies? I mean, if you really are a fan of American football and you really love the sport, and if you're a true Dallas Cowboy fan, and I grew up in Dallas, and you love the sport and you love how they play, and whether they win or lose, you're right behind them, one single player's sexuality should not matter to you.
Exactly.
It should not. But if you are so turned away by that, then just walk away. They don't need you as a fan. Go walk away.
Amen.
Church,
Exactly.
tabernacle, preach,
Pass the collection plate.
and sing a hymn.
And anyway,
So,
My question, Daniel, and this is something that tends to, especially with this situation that comes up, and they keep talking about the courage that it takes to come out and tell everybody about your lifestyle.
courage.
You know,
He's saving his doggone career.
I mean, I'm speaking as a hetero guy. I didn't feel the need to come out and tell everybody I'm heterosexual, and I don't understand.
Wait.
wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, you wouldn't know unless I said something, right?
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay.
Now I did come out and tell everybody that I'm openly fat, but that's a different story. But but my question is, where does the empowerment come from? As a gay man, why do you feel that gay people feel the need to come out and express that, hey, I'm openly gay? Like, talk us through that empowerment process. Like, what is it about sharing that information that opens up the door, and tell us about that.
Wow, okay. Deep breath. Well, I was outed when I was 17. Somebody found out, and it ran through my family, and it finally got to my parents. So I wasn't allowed the time to process how to come out. I was kind of thrown into it. I'm 43 now, so I came out when I was 17. But I have to tell you that when it finally was out, it gave me the opportunity to stop pretending to have a girlfriend. I didn't have to walk around the neighborhood with a girlfriend and trying to show off my manliness. And this happened in Mexico. So I come from a very Catholic, Mexican strict family. So to finally not have to pretend that I was going to marry a girl and have, 20 babies and
Wow.
I know. Okay. I said from the beginning, I'm not politically correct. It was just a really relief. It was a couple of really hard years because it took a couple of years for my family to come around to the fact that I'm gay. But I didn't have to leave that lie anymore. I could be myself. Whether it was good or bad, I was honest with myself. And that's something that as a straight person, you don't have to worry about. You grow up, you're born, you grow up, you're going to have a girlfriend, get married, have kids, be like dad, go to sport. And you don't have to worry about whether you're living a truth or not. You're already in that truth. As a gay person, you're kind of born into a social truth that you don't fit into. So trying to break out of that norm is the hard part. Now, we have recent stories, and you can go on the internet. There's another gentleman, Daniel, and that was one of the most recent ones because it was videotaped and recorded, where they were verbally and physically abusive with him. They kicked him out of the house. They disowned him. They called him a disgrace. So it's 2014 where in the United States and many places around the world, gay people can get married, but yet there are homes where for being gay, you're being kicked out. You can rape somebody, and you guys have said it right now in sports. You can rape somebody, you can kill somebody, you can torture, and nobody blinks. Nobody says anything. But you tell me you're gay, and that's worse than any of those things, because I am being true to myself. That is worse than killing somebody. That's not right. Now, nobody wants, and I'll say this, nobody wants their children to be gay. And I know my parents didn't want that because it's not an easy life. So I didn't choose this. I didn't wake up one day and go, oh my God, those queers have it really tough. I'm going to go be a queer. Nobody does that. But I can't lie to you guys and go, oh, no. I'm not a gay. I don't screw with guys. I just do that when I'm drunk. I really have a wife and 3 kids and a dog, and I just do that when I'm on a vacation time. No, my truth is I am gay, and I have a relationship with a man, and that's who I'm attracted to. It doesn't take away from the fact that I have 3 podcast shows. It doesn't take away from the fact that I do public speaking in schools for HIV and AIDS. It doesn't take away from what I've been through. It's just a part of me. Now, Michael Sam had to do this so that it wouldn't negatively impact him for the rest of his life. He is an openly gay man. He can live his truth now, and nobody can take that away from him. Now, if he can prove that he's a great football player, extra bonus. If he sucks, well, he sucks. But he's going to have a great career and a great life anyway because he speaks his truth. Now, it's just like saying, I like vanilla versus chocolate. It doesn't take away from anything else. It just means you prefer one thing over the other. And that's just my truth. I'm a gay man. I don't hate women. I'm not one of those gays. I don't hate women. I think women are beautiful. I prefer my bros. I have a lot of male-based straight friends that I hang out. I love bro time. I like to go watch sports. I burp and I fart and I eat a hamburger when I want to. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I'm gay. It's just another part of me. I'm also Mexican, but that doesn't take away from anything either.
So wait. So you're saying gay people fart?
It smells like roses, but yes, we do.
I thought he was gonna just let that go. Somebody was gonna go there. I just didn't know who it was.
Occasionally, there's a little bit of glitter that comes out. Occasionally.
Oh my God.
Oh. So take that image and run with it. Go ahead.
Hey, look, Daniel, we appreciate you being on here with us today. We really appreciate you giving us the insight. You're welcome back here anytime on Bring the Pain Sports, man. And so, look, those of you who are out there in Laguna Beach, California, Daniel is the host of Life in the Gray. Make sure you tune in and check him out.
Yeah, we're going to put his information on the screen, too.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah, we will. I will. I'll send you my info. But yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. And I hope if anything that I said makes an impact or makes somebody think. But, we're queer. We're here. Get over it. I guess I'd say that just to be politically correct. Gay people are here. We're going to be around. We're in every part of life. It was about time we could get on the field and wear the tight pants and hike a ball too. So.
All right, Daniel. We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule for being with us here today. We thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Hey, look, coming up on the other side of this break, we will be talking about the NFL rip around. So make sure you stay tuned to that. Bring the Pain Sports. We'll be right back.